Dear voters of Holland-Bukit GRC, dear voters of Singapore, I don't know why, but I think they are very afraid now. Look at the evening paper. The evening papers say there is a split within SDP. Utter nonsense. There is no split within SDP. I will tell you there's a split within PAP. You listen to the story later. Let me explain why there's no split within the SDP. You know, Dr. Chi cannot stand on stage here to deliver any speech because he's declared a bankrupt. A bankrupt. You know why he was a bankrupt? He was forced to become a bankrupt? Yes, by the PAP government. He cannot deliver his speech, any speech here, but after the rally, he's allowed to mingle with the crowd. It so happened on the second rally at Jurong East, when he moved forward to the front of the stage, someone wanted to gallant him. There were 2 or 3 enthusiastic SDP supporters with flags. And Dr. Chi proceeded to the front of the stage and he was gallanded. And that they call is a demonstration. That is not a demonstration. That is not a protest. And every night after the rally, we would have a debrief. We would have a session at the back of the stage. Somehow, a few members must have felt that the flags were not necessary. I mean, Dr. Chi could mingle, but not necessary for the flags. So when we were at Woodland Stadium last night, there were no flag bearers. And Dr. Chi continued to mingle with the crowd. What does that say of this man? This man has changed. This man listens to feedback from within the party. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is no split within SDP. I wonder, is this another one of those tactics? Propaganda, yeah. To dilute the show of force that is happening in Holland-Bukit, Sembawang, Yihua, and Bukit Panjang. I am doing this to look at the crowd behind. My goodness, it's back to the core. But let me tell you something. The PAP always say attendance in rally is not correlated to the votes. That's right. Let's prove the PAP wrong. Let's translate this display of human power into votes. Into votes. 听淡薄福建话嘛。因人讲哦，但律师无聊的啊，无资格啊，没有资格啊。你知什么人是当律师无？当律师做过毛工部的主任啊 ，MDI 的主任啊，他在牛津大学读书啊 ，Oxford University 读什么呢？读经济，还有读哲学，还有读政治 （BBE）、politics、philosophy and economics。他回到新加坡，一登来新加坡贸工部做工，做了5、6年。新加坡的经济政策，他有一份的贡献。我希望你们每个回家的时候，记得在我们的摊位那边拿这份他写的，在一个新的新加坡经济里创建工作和企业思路的转变。他写了一个非常好的文章，46面，46面的文章。46搞了，这个里面有很多好的资料，真正好的资料。伊是什么人呢？伊是吴作东的私人秘书 （Principal Private Secretary）。啊，那人听就什么呢？听了讲，哦，伊袂强的啦，袂做到常任秘书了。陈律师跟我讲啊，做常任秘书有什么好处？不是 yes man yes man yes man。你做5年好了，你甲伊头家讲，我要出去外口闯一个天下了。当今呢，伊是投资顾问 （private investor），伊帮忙人利用钱啊，人的钱哦，你爱投资哦，你叫陈律师投资你的钱啊。这个人哦，伊会晓用钱来投资，会晓赚钱咧。无代无志，伊袂乱花啊，乱花钱的，乱开钱啊，乱出钱的，乱出钱的。买了钱啊！伊这个600亿。60 billion translated is 600亿，这600亿这 plan 啊，这个建议是在6个方面啊，6 categories， 用5年的时间啊，5年的时间来完成。今仔日我去行迄阵，行巴萨迄阵，有人讲，伊还未入国会就先开钱啊！有人的回答是什么 ？What is our reply？ 我人的回答是：伊开这个钱是创造更多工作给新加坡人啊！伊开这个钱啊！5年、10年、15年后，赚更加多钱啊！所以这不是无代无志去乱花钱啊，乱了钱啊！所以人 卖误会，这个是真正好的建议。行动党你惊了，安怎会惊呢？逐摆竞选伊讲咱反对党无人才，读赛无人才。即阵啊，伊人唔敢讲了。有人讲，袂使放弃制造业，袂使放弃制造业，袂使依赖服务业。陈如师没有讲完全放弃制造业，你们不要误会，他没有建议关工厂。他说那些有赚钱的工厂继续的开 ，those factories which are viable continue to operate。他的建议是，我们应该走向服务那一边去。所以很多行动党的部长不了解这一点，以为陈如师是要放弃制造业。他整个报告都没有写放弃制造业，他只是说慢慢的放松，我们走更多的服务那边去。有可能没有读啊，有可能没有读，或者是不会读。所以你们要听明白哦。六个方面之中呢，包括产业、工业的重建、企业的重建，第二了，学校的重建、医院的重建、社区的重建。家庭的重建，所以呢，不是点点爱想累啊。除了钱啊，我们要建设一个团结的社会，有爱心的社会啊，有爱心的社会。所以这个很值得我们支持的。还有呢，我们新加坡人要站起来了，要有那个自信 （self-confidence）、self-esteem。self-esteem and self-confidence 跟社会很大的关系。如果社会的压力很大，如果社会的成功的定义 The definition of success 和你的成功的定义不同，你就会有很大的压力，你就会觉得很无能。You would feel helpless and hopeless. So out of these 6 categories, the one that I think will revive the whole country is the enterprise regeneration. Enterprise regeneration 就是说企业的重建。陈如师建议，尤其是那些有创业性的企业，好像电脑方面的，好像表演方面的，好像那种戏剧、那种表演方面的 drama, music, art, theater, and anything to do with creativity. His proposal is we give $1 million to 10,000 Singaporeans. $1 million to 10,000 Singaporeans. And that will be $10 billion from the 60 billion. And hopefully, each one of them will employ 2 or 3 Singaporeans. So in this way, 20 to 30,000 jobs are created for the whole of Singapore. And these are value-added, creativity-related jobs. And let me tell you, in 5 to 10 years' time, we may have another Bill Gates coming out from Singapore. Right now, the creativity level is pretty low. Because of the helplessness, the casuism, people are not venturing enough to create. We hope this enterprise regeneration will bring about a newly creative society. With this creativity, people will feel empowered. Yes. Empowered, people will feel confident. Yes. People's esteem will go up. And in no time, we would have a very vibrant society. That is a very simple example of how to revive, how to regenerate and renew the economy. The other 5 areas, family, school, hospital, community, I will leave to other nights to talk about. But these all will improve the quality of life in Singapore. We don't have a national brand. When you think of Mercedes, which country do you think of? Germany. When you think of Samsung, which country you think of? Honda? Japan. Singapore? COE, ERP, GRC. We hope 5 to 10 years down the line, someone will come up with a Singapore brand that will be marketed internationally. We have to take pride to be Singaporeans. This pride comes from a high self-esteem.
Yes, long live Singaporean!
Come from a high self-esteem. And more important is the connectedness between the government and the people. If it's connected, well-oiled, then there is pride in being a Singaporean. Money alone cannot bring about this connection. Money alone cannot. As I have said to you, people are fed up of upgrading. Fed up. Election in, election out, they always mention upgrading. People are fed up with all the goodies. What they want to see is this connection, this empowerment. They want to feel empowered when they deal with the government. Values. A government must have values. 价值观念. A good government must have clear values. Values which would drive all its policies. But now, some of the values are very confusing. Let me give you a simple example. ERP is meant to reduce congestion in the city. They extended it. They used to reduce congestion to the city. Then they extended it to the evening. When you go home, they want you to stagger your hours. But at CTE, The ERP is until 10:30 p.m. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. Why are we saying don't go home until 10:30? And how to make babies? Maybe up to 8:30. Maybe at worst 9 o'clock. But 10:30 is too long an hour. So this is an example where if you're not clear about values, you keep changing. You keep changing. Naming of hospital is another example. Got money, can name. The medical faculty has been there for more than 70 over years. And millions of billions of dollars have been pumped in. One man came along and said, I donate 100 million to you. Please change it to Yong Lu School of Medicine. Are we going to say next time when you have 110 million, you go and say, now I give you 110 million. Change it to AYG School of Medicine. This is a very simple example because billions of dollars have been pumped into the institution. How can we allow one individual to change the name of the institution? But if it's brand new, it's fine. If it's brand new, if it's a school of policy study, brand new, somebody starts it, it's fine. Like Tan Tock Seng Hospital is fine. But if it's there for years, and then when someone comes along and donate money, we have to be very careful. And this goes back to values. What values you hold when you run the country. So we hope when we are in Parliament, we will make sure the government is clear about its values. We will make sure we will put the government on its toes. And do you want to be heard in Parliament? Do you want us to represent you? Do you think you will vote for us on 7th of May? So vote SDP, our 11 candidates, and send them into Parliament to keep the PAP government on check. Thank you very much.